Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So it really sucks when you waste your internet resources and time to download and install a particular game or application, but it simply doesn't seem to work out, although your computer meets or sometimes even exceeds the minimum or recommended system requirements for that particular game or application. Usually in these scenarios, the problem is actually with the main files of the particular game or application, which allows it to initiate properly. More specifically, I'm talking about Microsoft Runtime 3D or .dll files. These files provide a sequence of initiation to games or applications, and when they are missing or corrupt, this initiation process is interrupted and the games or applications don't open at all or crash a lot or don't give you access to all their features. Now, this absence or corruption of .dll files at the place where the particular game or application is installed would happen mostly because either your antivirus messed up the installation process of that particular game or application, or you yourself corrupted or deleted certain .dll files by mistake or intentionally, doesn't matter. So let me show you guys an example of this. So here I'm going to be showing you guys a game which is Crysis 2. I'm going to open it. As you can see, this is Crysis 2. Let's open it. And as you can see, it shows a .dll error which is related to the file d3d11. So d3d11.dll error it is. This file is pretty much corrupted. So I'm going to ignore this error right here and show you guys the side effect of it on the game itself. And I'm gonna pause the video until the game boots up because it takes some time to boot up. And as you can see, the game has booted up perfectly, but here's the side effect of this .dll error on the game. I'm gonna basically skip through here. I'm gonna go to the options and then to the graphics settings, and as you can see, I cannot enable the DX11 option or disable it. It is disabled by default and I cannot change it, and because of this side effect I won't be able to access certain graphical features for the game inside the gameplay, such as ambient occlusion and parallax. So that is a pretty bad thing because I won't be able to access these graphical features and the game won't look as good as it should. Now let me show you guys the way how you can actually fix this. So now we are back on the desktop. I've quit it. Now basically you need to right click on the game or applications icon and press on open file location. It will take you to the place where you have installed that particular game or application, and here you need to find all the files which start with d3d or which start with dx. So here we have got d3d10, d3d11, d3d9, dxgi. So you need to basically note down all the files at a particular place. You need to note down all these files on a particular place because these are the official direct3d11 runtime file. So all the files which end with .dll extension or start with d3d or dx should be noted down somewhere. After you have noted this down, then you need to basically go on this PC on your computer and then go on the disk where you have installed the Windows for your computer, which is usually local disk C, and then go on Windows folder, then search for System32. After you have searched for Windows for System32, you need to basically search for these files. So basically search d3d and then you'll get most of the .dll files which you have noted down. So I'm going to copy d3d9, d3d11, and I'm going to also copy d3d10. I'm going to simply copy it and then paste it in the same place where the particular game or application is actually installed. So I'm pasting it here and overwrite if necessary, and then I'm gonna take another file from local disk C or OSC, which is dxgi, from this system32 folder. So I'm gonna basically do that too, and I'm gonna copy it and then paste it back in the same folder and overwrite if necessary. Now this should fix it. All the .dll files are overwritten and all the necessary .dll files are fixed, and now let's open the game to see if that side effect is gone. Okay, so as you just saw, no error message popped up, so that's a good sign. So now we have booted inside the game. I paused the video so that we can boot in quickly, and then let's skip this and go back to options and to graphics, And as you can see, I can now enable or disable the DX11 option, and now I will get the parallax and ambient occlusion visual features for the gameplay of this game. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. This is how you can fix most of the .dll errors for games and applications easily without wasting your internet resources and time. That's it for this video guys. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you in my next video. Other than peace, have a nice day ahead. Bye bye for now.